From above, the land breathes slowly, and the giants below move as if... Rest is never careless here. Even in stillness, awareness never sleeps. Every step is measured, a quiet elegance shaped by time and distance. Speed is born in silence, long before the chase ever begins. Even the simplest act carries the weight of awareness. Life continues, not loudly, but endlessly. In flashes of color, the savanna speaks in quiet beauty. Survival favors those who listen as much as those who move. As the day fades, the land remembers every step taken upon it.
In a world this open, awareness is the truest form of protection.
Strength here is quiet, carried in patience, not motion. Above it all, patience becomes power. Stillness, perfected over millions of years. Survival often belongs to those who hear the world more clearly. Some voices carry far, even when spoken softly. Community here is built, one quiet moment at a time. Not all journeys are rushed. Some endure by moving slowly.
Even joy has its rituals, written into movement.
Precision lives in the pause, just before motion. Some lives are lived on the edge of silence, listening for opportunity.
Even the smallest heartbeat belongs to this land.
Grace often arrives quietly and leaves just as gently. Courage doesn't measure size, only awareness. Still waters reveal patience to those who wait. Fearlessness here is not loud, it is relentless. Sometimes survival means becoming part of the silence. Purpose shows itself in every confident stride. Ancient instincts move quietly, unchanged by time. Together, they move as one, unity written in motion. When the sun retreats, quiet workers take its place. Protection here is carried, not announced. Focus sharpens when everything else fades away. Motion here is a language, spoken fluently. Even the tallest lives must stay grounded. Some wonders reveal themselves only to the patient. In the quietest hours, elegance leaves no trace. Pride here is quiet, shaped by open horizons. Balance is not taught here, it is lived. Some hunters survive by choosing subtlety over strength. Warning signs are not loud, but they are clear. Caution here is not fear, it is wisdom.
Even feeding becomes a kind of dance.
Curiosity has its own quiet voice. Awareness here is constant, even in calm moments. Even stillness can shine with color. Precision waits for the perfect moment. Even the most rugged lives carry a quiet sense of balance.
Strength here wears elegance as its crown. Some lives carry the land's weight with every step.
Patience feeds those who wait the longest.
Speed here is a question, answered in seconds.
Even gravity bends to those who adapt.
Lightness leaves no scars upon the land.
Opportunity is measured in moments of focus. Progress is not always fast, but it is always forward. Some songs are written. Even beneath the surface, life moves in rhythm. Stillness can be the sharpest weapon.
Even guardians of the ground announce themselves with calm confidence.
Color here is not decoration, it is intention.
Journeys end quietly when purpose is fulfilled.
Life waits patiently, just beneath the surface. Precision becomes poetry when movement meets trust. Mastery is often invisible until you look closely.
Safety is found in numbers and rhythm.
Adaptation wears many colors and many forms.
After effort, stillness restores balance. Some creatures walk where others would sink, carried by quiet precision. Survival often means revealing only what is necessary. Escape is written in knowing when to stop. Even the ground itself can be a refuge.
Power does not rush, it waits.
Energy lives in flashes, too fast to hold.
Sometimes the safest place is being unseen.
Fragility and strength often share the same wings.
Joy survives, even in the wildest places.
Even the smallest lives stand their ground. Some voices rise simply because the land is listening. Watchfulness is a skill sharpened by patience. Safety sometimes means becoming the wind. Even brilliance can move quietly.
Stillness is not absence. It is intention.
Creation here is woven, one strand at a time. Change does not rush, it adjusts.
Silence often hides perfect awareness.
Morning can be beautiful when nature chooses color.
Survival remembers ancient ways.
Even the smallest forms carry the memory of movement. Life adapts even to the weight of the earth.
Purpose repeats until nourishment is found.
Speed waits, coiled beneath stillness.
Warning signs do not shout. They persist.
Stillness can be a form of defense. Entire worlds are built, grain by grain. Every step is tested before trust is given.
The unfamiliar often moves just beyond notice.
Every beginning carries echoes of what it may become.
Some hunters prefer shadows to speed.
Signals matter when space is wide. Deception can be beautiful when survival depends on it. Freedom leaves no footprints. Small lives carry bright intentions.
Danger rarely announces itself.
Progress can be slow and still unstoppable.
Calm often moves close to the ground.
Even beneath the surface, life watches back.
Home is built, one careful decision at a time.
Precision begins long before the strike.
Arrival is just another form of balance.
Sometimes defense means simply holding on.
The ground tells stories to those who read it closely.
The night prepares long before it arrives.
Motion becomes effortless when instinct leads.
Patience is a strategy perfected underground.
Quiet presence can fill an entire tree. Even the ancient forms continue forward. Watchers of the plains see more than they reveal. Calm strength often lies just beneath pattern and form. Survival favors those who know when not to move.
Beauty often appears where few ever look.
Nourishment is found in the smallest moments.
Defense does not always require movement.
Even stone has its guardians.
Display is not vanity. It is communication.
Safety is built, one careful layer at a time.
Learning begins, step by uncertain step.
Precision finds its place, even after motion. Survival is often quietly industrious. Disappearance can be the greatest defense. Not all builders work gently. Awareness can look in two directions at once.
Beneath the surface, answers wait.
Even the smallest travelers leave an impression. Night begins with a quiet hunt.
Renewal always begins underground. Cooperation here is quiet and deeply practical.
Alert minds shine brightest in open places. Warmth is borrowed and never wasted. Movement here leaves only ripples behind.
Calm floats when effort is minimal.
Curiosity moves forward, one scent at a time.
Some voices define the sound of summer.
Vigilance stands tall, even at ground level. Night prepares its music, note by note.
Silence becomes flight when night takes hold. Stillness sharpens color and intention. Life adapts, even between two worlds. Some voices echo, long after they fade. Precision often hides behind beauty. watchfulness stretches across the sky itself. Fragility survives through awareness.
Beginnings are delicate, but determined.
Lightness makes impossible paths passable.
Caution wears bright colors for a reason.
Rest prepares the night for what is to come.
The open ground rewards those who blend with it. Exploration begins, one careful step at a time.
Some journeys last only a heartbeat.
Precision doesn't hurry, it waits.
Balance lives between land and air. Warmth is stored for leaner moments. Identity shows itself, even while moving. Survival sometimes means becoming invisible. Rest gathers strength without urgency. Even the smallest lives find a way forward.
Patience here stands above the grass.
The edge between safety and risk is measured in breaths. Some paths are found through unlikely guides. Defense waits until it is needed. Strength walks slowly and without display. Precision hides in plain sight.
Stillness protects as much as movement.
Curiosity can be a form of courage. Progress moves, one steady motion at a time. Guardianship here is silent and absolute. Joy sometimes appears in the smallest flashes of color. Light reveals what patience allows us to see. Safety is shared when someone keeps watch. Nothing is wasted in nature's design.
Night takes shape on quiet wings.
Warmth restores ancient energy. Recovery follows effort without hurry. Even youth learns quickly in harsh places. Caution opens the door before confidence follows. Exploration never ends. It only changes scale. Some voices stay hidden, but carry far. Even here, Ancient currents still flow.
Persistence leaves marks, even on stone and bark.
Builders work unseen, yet shape the world.
Urgency has its own rhythm.
Judgment comes before the strike. Survival sometimes remains unchanged for millions of years. Balance holds, even in the air. Defense begins at the smallest gate.
Stealth prefers the edges.
Identity is carried, even when it weighs you down.
Purpose finds its precise moment.
Some conversations are whispered, yet deeply understood.
Timing decides everything. Safety is shaped by knowing exactly where you fit. Safety is tested inch by inch. Decision happens in an instant. Power waits for wisdom to catch up.
The unfamiliar often moves faster than comfort.
Life persists, even underground.
Energy finds its outlet in constant motion.
Stillness can hide great distance.
Caution surfaces before courage. Calm travels wherever effort fades. Energy finds solid ground. Power doesn't always fly, sometimes it walks.
Defense rests until disturbed.
Sustenance arrives, grain by grain.
Silence carries the safest path.
The strange and delicate share the same ground.
Beauty arrives without announcement.
Curiosity moves lightly.
Gentle moments feed resilient lives.
Beginnings gather before becoming many paths.
Curiosity is the first brave step.
Growth is clumsy before it is powerful. Focus narrows until nothing else exists. Warnings are written into form and color. Consumption sustains quiet balance. Peace exists where vigilance remains. Readiness lives in stillness. Beauty does not promise safety.
Breath anchors fragile lives.
Messages travel fast when seasons change. Survival sometimes blooms in numbers. Delicacy holds remarkable strength. Protection teaches by example.
Belonging builds confidence.
Patience chooses the perfect place.
Work hums quietly, sustaining everything. Some guides never lead loudly, yet change everything. Confidence can smell danger before it sees it. Youth learns balance by daring it.
Stillness can be the sharpest weapon. Distance ends when purpose is met. Even daylight cannot dim ancient instincts.
Rest is only a pause between motion. Warnings do not whisper, they show.
Grace leaves no sound, only memory.
Alertness lives in the pause before action. Identity changes, but instinct remains. Time itself moves slowly here.
Protection sometimes looks unexpected. Opportunity drifts on rising air.
Warmth rewards those who wait. Energy flows wherever attention goes. Growth rarely rushes, yet never stops. Balance is practiced in tea, one step at a time. Even abundance has its quiet workers.
Stillness sharpens.
Safety begins with a single look.
Great size begins with careful steps.
Color warns long before danger arrives.
Stillness becomes shelter in open places.
Awareness lies just beneath silence.
Survival favors the light and the fast. Precision waits at the edge of motion. Observation guides every decision.
Fragile moments carry endless beauty.
Authority here is earned, not given.
Speed prefers narrow paths. Learning begins with curiosity.
Survival sometimes means becoming part of the background.
The land speaks through subtle signs.
Change happens quietly and completely.
Presence alone can command space. Form follows survival. Protection is learned step by step.
Every future hunter begins small.
Curiosity thrives where cover meets courage.
Even silence prepares its voice.
Arrival is never abrupt when grace leads.
Precision builds what strength alone cannot. Every path is chosen, the T, one step at a time.
Perfection hides in plain sight.
Patience rewards the prepared. Strength is measured by persistence. Calm is earned through awareness.
Renewal always begins below the surface.
Some lives move just faster than stillness.
Awareness grows close to the earth.
Great voices begin in quiet practice.
Control is quiet and perfectly measured.
Caution keeps the forest alive.
Precision develops long before danger.
Territory is spoken before it is seen.
Deception survives through precision. Strength arrives before mastery. Abundance depends on unseen workers. Color appears when confidence finds its place. Discovery begins through scent and patience.
Specialization shapes every movement.
Even the smallest lives follow precise rhythms.
Opportunity waits where others hesitate. Balance holds, even on the thinnest edge.
The land listens when voices rise.
Armor can be, beautifully quiet.
Survival listens before it moves.
Ingenuity survives by becoming unseen.
Nourishment arrives without noise. Safety is carved into memory. Stillness reflects inner balance. Entire worlds exist beyond our notice.
Awareness walks softly through cover. Ancient instincts awaken early.
Energy gathers between heartbeats.